Hi everyone, welcome to another Fragrance First Impressions. Today we will be reviewing Imaginary Authors Whiff of a Waffle Cone. I live in Tokyo and so it's really challenging to get my hands on these kinds of fragrances, so I'm very fortunate to be able to have received, well no, I paid for it, but this is from a subscription service called Caloria. This is a 4ml sample. I'm excited to try it out. I'm excited to get a whiff. And yeah, I have a whole load of these videos on my YouTube channel. I'll link it down below if you want to watch it. So let us get into a first impressions. Ooh. So this is it. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Let us give her a spray. I get the heavy hit of maple instantly. You know what this gives me? My grandparents own an apartment in Canada and it's in a ski resort, and I would go visit when I was a teenager every winter season and go skiing. And in the village, you know how they have all the shops, the fairy lights, it's a whole Hallmark experience during the winter. There was I think it was an ice cream shop slash chocolate store. I think it was mainly, it had something to do with confectionery. It was kind of like a confectionery store. And you would walk in and it would smell exactly like this. It's dense, it's thick, it's slightly smoky in that cooking batter kind of way. So looking at the notes, there's a lot of syrup, caramel, ice cream, whipped cream, vanilla, cinnamon, and then amorous. Yeah, I'm getting most of those notes. For me, my nose still hasn't gotten tuned to what whipped cream smells like in a fragrance. I don't know what that note's meant to smell like. So I can't tell you that this has a whipped cream note, but as it's drying down, it's becoming quite resinous in that it's got this tinge. It's like a bitter tinge, almost like syrup that's been burnt. Not to the extent of burnt plastic on the stovetop, because don't ask, but I know what that smells like. We've been through that trauma in life. But this has that singe to it, that kind of burnt hair smell almost. Do I like it? Yes. Do I think it's an interesting scent? Absolutely. Will I keep this? 100%. Not to particularly wear, because I personally don't love a maple syrup or like a really strong syrup smell. I really want to keep it in my collection because I think it's really unique. Would I ever buy a 50ml or 100ml? No, I would never, because I am a gourmand girly, but there is a line to where I draw. I think I've come to realize. I'm also noticing that it smells much sweeter and much more like waffle cone from the bottle compared to on my skin. On my skin, it leans away from that gourmand and turns into something else. It kind of smells like baby powder cleaning products mixed with burnt hair. This is what I'm getting on my skin. So that was my first impressions of Whiff of a Waffle Cone by Imaginary Authors. Very interesting brand. I would love to see what else they do. Upon initial spray, it was very much a waffle cone. On the dry down, not as pleasing. If you guys have tried out this scent, tell me what you think. Layered it with things, leave it in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.